Hello everyone, it's Sean from Sean's Toy Room, and I'm here today to open up the two MOTU Origin versions of Stratos, both the original gray on the right and the flesh-colored Stratos on the left. And I should be able to compare them, yes, to the vintage Stratos that I have here. Once again, there. Oh, don't fall over now. There we go. So I will open up the first one. Well, I can already see the difference. Origins Stratos has a red wing harness, not a blue one. Okay. But maybe the blue one's packed in with them. We'll find out. I'll open up the first figure. I'll be right back. It appears I'm not going to have to do much cutting of the card back here. It is almost lifting off the card back by itself without... Look, the glue is loosening. I'm not having to do anything. Look at that. Now approach it from the bottom here. Well, that's a minor miracle in itself. Minimal damage to the card back, and you got the figure out. So I am going to get the figure out of the plastic, and we'll take a good close look. All right, so you have the flesh-colored Stratos with his card back, and you can already see how he is a dark blue. The Origins is a medium blue, and the Vintage is a more medium blue. That's lighter blue. So I will... And he has a yellow belt, not a red belt. So now I will open up the other figure and we'll go from there. Oh, and he comes with the same... it's like a Fisto comic. And this is one we've seen before in prior figures. Alright, and there is the other Stratos figure, the one that is closer in appearance to the actual vintage one. So there's the combined picture and the close-up picture of Origins vintage style Stratos. And here are, so give me one moment. There's the group picture of all three. That'll be the thumbnail. Now you can see how the blue of the vintage base is almost identical to the shade of blue on vintage style Stratos's wings. But you can see how he has a red harness and this Stratos has a blue harness. Now if you look closely at the two harnesses, oh, I get it. You see how it has... Alright, let's see. The fins are smaller. In fact, it looks so different. Give me 1 minute. Let me check with the other one. It looks so different, you're not even sure that this Stratos is actually wearing the proper Stratos's harness, because look, this one has to be winged. They both have to be winged. And you can see the card back of vintage style Stratos there. You can see the comic here, which is the Ninjor comic. Again, no text on this one. Just the pictures. But it does show him in that wave. And I believe the other comic that came with the flesh-colored Stratos shows him in this wave. Interesting that He-Man and Skeletor show up in both card backs, as you can see. I mean, both comic backs. So now, I will put the figures on the shelf since I actually have room for them. And my MOTU Origins shelf is beginning to be realized for loose figures, because you can see how they stand. And side by side, They take up less room, because no bubbles, than the two figures side by side here. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with next week because they didn't have any extra figures on their card backs, but knowing that he's on Castle Grayskull, you could open Zodak. Let me take a look at She-Ra and see who she's fighting. Ah, Hordak. Now, if I'm right, she's fighting a deluxe Hordak, which is one of the ones I'll open, so that works well. And let's see who's on the back of Deluxe Hordak's card. Well, not a He-Man I have yet, so I think that's good. Open those 3 figures and use my bags down here to keep Hordak's extra accessories in. So that is the current state of my MOTU Origins shelf. Beginning to have figures on it. In front of the boxed vehicles, of course. And you can see my, with the MOC Masters 40th anniversary figures and Wonders behind them. So that's all for this week on Sean's Toy Room. And see you next week, and hope you're having a good weekend.